feel bad for Vecna, for Henry. Let's be real, that little speech that Will gave was not going to separate him from the mind flayer because he was a grooming victim. He had been groomed. He had been infiltrated by the mind flayer since he was a child. One of the things that the mind flayer did, quote unquote, right with Henry was get rid of his family and then take him over and then have him isolated. And then now he's an adult. He's already killed all these people. He's already been isolated with the mind flayer. He's hasn't had a life, like late 30s, 40s now at this point, where he has literally been one with the mind flayer. Will's speech was not going to do anything. And honestly, one of the things that Henry / Vecna and the mind flayer did wrong with Will was that they didn't get rid of his community. Beginning, they thought that Joyce was going to be like an absent mother. He was already a little bit absent and he didn't have a father, so they thought that they didn't have to do the extra work that they did with Henry, which was like getting rid of his parents. But actually, they didn't realize that no, Joyce was not going to be messed with. She was going to search for her baby, as well as the community of his friends were going to be there for him. And then also the other kids that he ended up picking were also all people with a community. So it seemed a little bit like the mind flayer and Vecna and Henry kind of forgot the playbook that they had used in the beginning, which was by getting rid of the community, but then they didn't do that. That's why Vecna and the mind flayer's plan was never going to work.